Welcome back to the KFC Elite League competition. For the second match, we have Ballaz FC versus KFA. The Ballaz FC lineup. In goal, we have number 1, Edwin Garland. Number 19, Jasiri Hussey. Number 10, Daniel Thomas. Number 13, Dejan Hu Young. Number 12, Abraham Josephs. Number 11, Richard Clark. Number 24, Malik Garrix. Number 16, Kenil Jackson. Number 9, Jaheim Harris. Number 17, Christopher Reed. Number 8, Bryce Fletcher, captain. Number 7, Delajine McCormack. Number 15, Dane Forrester. Number 20, Jacob Smith. And number 18, Jude Davis. For the Kingston Football Academy, we have Tahir Barnett, Rylan Campbell, Jadine Morgan, Romy Henry, Kahim Ishinru, Jamoon Lyle, Robinho Morgan, Ishan Lewis, Tyler Falcon, Tristan Bethune, and Nikolai Banton, captain. We are about to get underway for this second match in this Elite Under-17 League between KFA and Ballaz Academy. I'm your host, Tajay Edwards, here on MG Sports. And here we go. KFA to get us underway. Nikolai Banton on the ball. Morgan gets it out to the number 13, Campbell. Campbell to Henry. Henry back to Morgan. Morgan with an early shot. That's an early attack here from KFA. And they're still on the attack. That should be 1-0. Oh, as Lewis not converted there. Practically on the line. Could not get his header, could not get any contact on that ball to convert it. And it's a strong start from KFA, and here they come again. This has to be 1-0, and just wide. We're under 2 minutes here, folks, and KFA have already engineered 2 big chances. Let's see how this 90 minutes will pan out. If the last minute or so is anything to go by, we should see some goals in this contest. Bryce now on the ball for Ballaz Academy. And the referee has blown for a foul. Free kick to Ballaz Academy. Free kick taken now with Daniel Thomas of Ballaz Academy. Easily dealt with by Nikolai Banton. Now here comes KFA on the attack once more. Slips, still has possession of the ball. Cut out at the source there. Has to get a shot in. No keen interception there by Ballaz. And here they come. Nikolai Banton back on defensive duties just to hold up the play there. Done so successfully with the help of Lewis. That's Kishan Lewis. Now the ball. Lyle. Henry. Thomas for Ballaz Academy. Out to Reed. Bryce now in position for KFA. For Ballaz, sorry. That's a short pass. Joseph does as well to keep it. A strong start by KFA. Ballaz now putting a couple of passes together. Try to get into this game. Tristan. Oh, almost caught there on the ball. Managed to keep possession. Plays a dangerous ball into Banton who can't get it. Joseph. Yes, it's past one. Still Joseph, shot, and it's straight at the keeper and a comfortable save. Ballaz seems to have woken up after that minute and a half to start the game. Campbell. Still Campbell. Campbell driving forward, now gives it to Henry. Henry plays a short pass. Oh, still in possession with very good interception there by Ballaz, and now they break. Reed. Clark shrugged off the ball there, and KFA plays it out to McCormack. McCormack tries to elude his defender. Wins a corner kick for his team. First corner kick of the game goes to Ballaz Academy. After a shaky start to this match, they could have conceded within seconds, but now have seemed to have settled down, and they have the game's first corner. Thomas to take. Into the mix, and it's a goal! Brilliantly taken there. By the number 4, Samuels. Dangerous delivery from the corner. Daniel Thomas with the delivery to Samuel, and it's 1-0 to Ballaz Academy. KFA started this game. They could have been up 2-0 up within minutes. Instead, they find themselves 1-0 down. And it's Ballaz FC with the lead. And the referee has signaled for a corner kick now, as KFA look for a quick response after going 1-0 down. The wind here at the Mount Pleasant Academy seemed to have picked up a bit. Let's see how it will affect this delivery. And it's a beautiful delivery. Should be 1-1. Ball still not cleared. Snatched that at the end by Robina Morgan. KFA will definitely be kicking themselves after a couple of good opportunities missed, and they find themselves 1-0 down. Morgan now in possession. Plays it to Banton. Lyle takes it past. Cuts it back, and it should be one. Couldn't connect. Lewis is cleared for. It's gone for a throw-in. And Zaim will be the one to take this throw-in. Loses out, and possession now with Ballaz Academy. Banton now in possession. After a strong start by KFA, they haven't imposed much after that 2-minute spell to begin this first half. Apart from that corner kick, they haven't done much in keeping possession of the ball or having real attacking threats. Here comes Ballaz. Daniel Thomas tries to weave past his man. Concedes a throw-in. Henry. Back to Banton. Now Lewis. Back to Henry. Henry plays it to Morgan. Back to Henry. Henry loses out. And here comes Ballaz Academy on the counter attack. Now Joseph. Morgan for company. Still Joseph. Confronted by two, still Joseph. And that's a wild effort. Neither a shot nor a cross. And position will stay with KFA. The first goal we've seen today after a dull 0-0 encounter between Cavaliers and Montego Bay. Morgan there, sandwiched by two players, and wins a free kick. Hussey and Joseph were the two players to converge on the attacker. Campbell to Morgan. Morgan gets it out to the captain, Nikolai Banton. Banton needs to be more influential in this game from midfield for KFA to get something out of this game. "14 minutes played. The score is 1-0, courtesy of the opening strike from Sahil Samuels from a corner kick dispatched by Daniel Thomas. Become Ballaz again on the counter attack, asking a bit too much of Christopher Reed there. A loose ball there, and Joseph could be in. Thomas. Nothing comes of it though. Poor pass by Campbell. Almost gifted Joseph Morgan. Morgan looks for options, trying to direct traffic in front of him, instead goes sideways. KFA still with the ball. Campbell tries to get it in, and the referee calls for offside there. Ballaz in possession. Henry plays it to Lewis. Lewis puts one in the box. Couldn't get it, and that was handball there, definitely. Malik handled the ball just, it seemed to be on the edge of the D. And this gives KFA a brilliant opportunity to level the scoring with just 17 minutes played. A great opportunity here for KFA to level the scoring in the first half. Jamon Lyle stands over this free kick. Can he convert? Goal. It's Lyle. He goes for it, and it's just skims over the crossbar. Great effort there. KFA has had a couple of near chances in this first half early on. They could have been 2-0 down They could have been 2-0 up, sorry. Probably should have been 3-0 up in the opening 2 minutes of this game. Instead, they find themselves 1-0 down. But here they come again. Faulkner takes a shot and always rising. And is getting heated on the pitch between the Ballaz Academy players. Keep it each other in check and accountable for loose passes. Lewis gives chase. Ball still with Ballaz Academy. Managed to play out there. And here they come. Try to spring into attack.
Well done, boy.
Still have it, but still have it in the form of Morgan. Tries to get past his man. Wins it back.
Dash him well.
And Robina Morgan does well to prevent a cross into the box, but unfortunately concedes a free kick. Concedes a corner, sorry. And here comes Daniel Thomas. The last time he was over a corner kick, it resulted in a goal. Can lightning strike twice? Daniel Thomas. Brilliant. It comes out to, couldn't get good hold of it. And KFA will clear. Brilliant touch there. And here come Jamun Lyle. Still Lyle. Holds it up well. Still Lyle. Lewis had a strike there. End-to-end stuff in this first half. Went through his man there, and that's a foul all day. Zaim was the player committing that foul. Here comes KFA once more. Lyle out to Lewis. Lewis to Henry. No flag by the referee. Fletcher, shot. Again. Faulkner, sorry. Couldn't get his effort on target. And again, KFA, they have had chances here in this opening 20 minutes or so of the game, just can't convert. Thomas. Banton does well to shield it. Morgan. Short pass there into Lyle.
Hey, get up! Get up and play football!
Banton loses out to Thomas. Thomas out to Morgan. First time pass, they're trying to get Clark involved. Morgan. Lewis. Lewis to Lyles. Campbell. Campbell tries to get that one to partner but can't. Cleaned up by Ballaz Academy. Morgan. Lewis. Campbell. Back to Lewis. Lyle. And Fartner couldn't get the side netting. Was it a mistake there by the Ballaz Academy defense? Almost gifted the opportunity to Lewis. Lewis loses out. KFC. Lewis, first time shot. Brilliant tackle there. Morgan gets it out to Bethune. Lewis. Ball stays with Lewis. Win a throw-in for his team. Morgan surveys his option. Goes out to Tristan. Kefe stringing a couple passes together. Ball with Morgan. Morgan out to Lewis. Lewis one time in the box, cleared by Ballaz Academy. Zaim. Back to Lewis. Henry. Now to Banton. Banton plays a beautiful ball in, and it should be 1-1, and it is. Zaim with the equalizer. Beautiful pass there by Nikolai Banton to open up the Ballaz Academy defense. And we have an equalizer here between KFC and Ballaz Academy. A very good watch so far. 27 minutes gone. And we have seen 2 goals thus far. We have again a game on our hands now. Morgan. Bryce to Clark. Clark loses out. Henry. Still Henry. Morgan. Morgan gets it to. Yeah. Rabina Morgan gets it to Campbell. Campbell to Farner. Farner holds it up well. Has 3 for company and draws a free kick.
Zoom in. Once.
Banton Lyle stands over it. Banton leaves it. Lyle and Campbell now stands over this free kick. Will be Campbell. Campbell strike. Hits the wall. Again. The wall does its job again. Throwing to KFA. Nikolai Banton surveys his options. Banton. Beautiful ball to Lewis. Lewis confronted by 3 and loses out. Thomas. Now Campbell. Campbell to Lewis. Lewis to Morgan. We will keep it in. Back to Lewis. Banton. Back to Lewis. Tries a shot, but it's blocked at the source. Henry. Henry loses his footing and Ballaz Academy will come away with it momentarily.
All right, we're resorting.
Ballaz still can clear the line. Banton does well. Morgan. Henry. Jamoon Lyle. Morgan. Banton. Banton again. Farner. And again his shot is just too wild of a shot there. A very good contest. We have a player down now for Ballaz Academy. Seems to be Malik in need of some attention, and the physio now is on the field. We see a couple of the players heading over to their respective benches for some refreshments and further instructions from their managers. An enjoyable watch. This first opening 32 minutes of the game. Goals by Sail Samuels. Sail Samuel's first half strike was cancelled out by Robina Morgan. We have 1-1. The scoring for the opening half. Malik now back on his feet seems to be okay to continue as the players make their way back onto the pitch for the match to resume after taking on refreshments and some additional instructions. And the referee has blown his whistle for the match to resume. Silvera puts it into the mixer. Morgan fluffs his line, but there's no price to pay. Morgan keeps that one in. Campbell to Morgan. Lyle comes deep for the ball. Zaim gets his out to Lewis. Lewis to Henry. Henry has Zaim, uses him. Can he get a touch in? He does. Can he keep the ball in play? Also does. Gets it to Lewis. Lewis trying to fend off his defender. Lyle gets it to Campbell. Corner out to Morgan. Morgan has a shot, but it's straight at the keeper. Decent effort there. Low driven shot. KFA has come to life.
Yes.
Tristan clearing that ball out for, comes off a Ballaz academy player for a KFA throw-in. Lewis give chase. Enough confusion to win another throw-in for KFA. Throwing to Ballaz. Henry. Morgan couldn't keep but that one under his control, and no Ballaz Academy come forward in attack. McCormack loses his footing momentarily, but won't pay the price. Silvera out to Bryce. McCormack loses out to Ryland. Ryland to Tristan. Tristan out to Lewis. Lewis to Zaim. Sweeping move here, and he gets past his man beautifully, Henry. Henry puts this up. Bryce with a telling touch there. Morgan. Still Lyle. Shot and block. And Johnny out to number 19. Hussey loses out. Henry. Horner couldn't take that one in his stride. Surely if he did, it would result in a goal. Banton. Jamon Lyle. Rylan. Back to Banton.
Oh,
Banton, beautiful pass. That's an off the ball incident there. And the referee has called it back. Nikolai Banton there, oozing confident and class in that move. But we have number 13, Rylan Campbell down. He seemed to have taken an elbow or a hand inadvertently to the face area, and the referee has blown for a foul. Five minutes to the end of the first half, and it has been an exciting watch so far. A goal apiece between Ballaz Academy and Kingston Football Academy in this second match in the KFC Elite Under 17 League competition. The opening goal scored by number 4 for Ballaz Academy, Saeed Samuels, cancelled out by Robinho Morgan of KFA. Again, we have a KFA free kick, and it's those two players again, Morgan and Lyle, standing over it. The goalkeeper setting up his wall. Morgan walks away, leave it. It's now up to Jamon Lyle. Hits it into the wall. And the referee has blown for half time. The score 1-1 between Ballaz Academy and KFA.
Central midfield. Technical. Very technical. Bad man. But a whole piece of left just in our but anything you know, you know we are talking.
Plus, you're not cutting out that one.
Bad man. You know we are talking. That's right. You know we are talking. Lovely kid. Lovely kid. Very, very technical. Very. I want to start with President Nice kid. Some ballers, this is what it is. Some ballers, this is what it is. Some ballers, so there was a court. He went down party couple of years. Let never know. Let never know party. Apart from, it must have all the little black people. The church pay too much in the But on a baller, all that balling is like even Wally and Wally.
Yeah, man. So anybody will come in and
Any baller coming I want to see a pitch. Bro, the man show one manual to manual stuff. When things that when the guy gets sick it. The man last point. Then you team. There was a big meeting right after the much money now, by the month, no, it was two seasons,
no, still have players there, still have the
Camp is there. Start already now. Don't need to be big. Start change from February. And then I start camp. Then start camp.
that's the man to start.
Anyway. Apart from that, though.
But yeah, some of you.
But it was invested. Not invested.
And at last, the year before, I started with
Germany is failing. Maybe Germany. She know Germany. This team should be. Instead of team, they feel too many. So we got him 20 seconds. So one, the kids must start with some match and play in the cup. Two, you can always train to play on the level. But we say, but you know, with intention, if a man get injured, and next man have less of the level.
Next man up. They can't do nothing.
But you know, I drop the level of training because of this. Bro, you see man have traffic, man have fit. Fit man is go down and push yourself.
Yeah, Alex. And I'm attack Alex from the
Rough, you know?
yeah,
Hey,
I predict them and they are playing.
you know, who got that? Alex, good. One of them lift you up. You know, if you look on the man foot,
No, we're talking about
right up here, yes.
we're talking about football.
If you man put them, I say man put them big, you know?
Two round there, two. Hey, target.
You need all play. You need all play for real.
I'm saying, you a national player, senior team player, I'm a player. Man,
Now pressure them on. Now pressure on pocket.
it's going to be fine because we have chance to have the rivalry. Tough on. Can't bring him.
I totally agree.
No, but guess what?
100%.
As they can't find the first person, they want to play. If you want to, you need to go play
Yo,
and
you're good enough, you're
pick him
supposed to.
out, pick him out.
You know, you be playing
And
now.
then I'm playing with big, everyone big with him.
Start bringing in on you with the next season. Train them every day. You know, then you walk up on this guy, you walk up on this guy. This is a fast person. And then my boys from the show.
No, but again, alright, this is me.
Look, you know, I'll play for them. I'll play for them.
And like, look for Annie, yeah. Why Annie have to go over you?
They say, I need some focus for real
For
structure
around
and
them,
stuff, you
yeah,
know.
guess what? You them, and them head, football, football. That could not be.
You know, you know, think that you them youth has been development. I think,
If the youth them go to the club them right now, say you want to make it. And they have to
no,
do
but
it.
you can't say that. Club of people, you see.
If the youth, the people that are community pressure them.
No. Yeah. And then I'm club that benefit from it. The club that benefit the club nothing more. And the man know. And money for money and tickets affect certain things. No?
All that garden,
Look,
water, oh,
why
all
look?
them things they supposed to play for the
Why look who are who this country? Why look who are who this country? Why look who like something like that? Because our party has grown this way. Star?
Yeah, that's when I give it that England. England, I have honor for you. Honor for you, man. And drive with them. Like a reserve football team. They play like a reserve football team.
just imagine, every room, if you let me know, at least more than half of them should be a part of it.
Yeah.
Since I come in as Keaton, I remember when I Keaton play Miami. Imagine, they was here that anthem that they played in Miami, them I sing.
Who are they? Keith and the little fella.
And we're about to get underway for the second half between Ballaz FC and Kingston Football Academy. Remember, do not leave the MG Sports stream after this one, as we will have Harborview versus Mount Pleasant as the final game today. The referee does his customary checks, and I think he's ready to get this show on the road for the second game, and he is. Ballaz gets us underway. Daniel Thomas.
Looks at dark. A triple get dark?
Out to Hussey. Hussey shrugs off Robinson. Morgan, sorry. Bryce. Daniel Thomas. Ooh, almost slips in there. Very good interception by Morgan. Faulkner won't get there, and Ballaz Academy will keep possession. Hussey. Hussey to take this throw in. Daniel Thomas. Still. Lyle goes in between two players and loses out. The linesman will call for a foul here. Morgan now stands over it for KFA. Leaves it for his captain, Nikolai Banton. Provided a beautiful assist for the equalizer. And it's a very good ball to the back post. Loose. Was arriving, but arrived late. And here come Ballaz. Campbell clears that.
Yeah.
The first half was lively. Will the second half top that? Very physical there from Campbell, and Zaim takes over. Gets it to Morgan. Morgan to Tristan. Zaim out to Henry. Henry gets past one. Will he get past another? He does beat Hussey there twice. Drives in. Henry couldn't get past the fourth. Rabina Morgan doing his defensive work. Morgan. Lyle to Lewis. Lewis now to Banton. Banton to Zaim. Zaim to Morgan. Loses out to Hussey. Hussey. Malik. Now to Silvera. Jamon Lyle to Morgan. Henry. Daniel Thomas wins it. And here we go now. Ballaz on the counter attack. Joseph found it difficult to take the ball under control the second time I've asked it, but ultimately does so.
You I think.
But now KFA has all their players back.
Is that? Oh, Babu, I-70 sir.
Henry, no, the 6.
Why about some
Morgan.
high level of intelligence?
To Morgan. Now back to Henry. Henry to Zaim. Plays it in to the striker. Oh. Seemed to have struck the defender on his way in and it stays out. Beautiful passage of play there by KFA. Beautiful football movement there from back to front. Nikolai Banton couldn't take that one under his spell. Partner couldn't make that one stick. That's a dangerous ball. Henry. Still Henry. Lyle trying to win a free kick. Malik overruns it. Henry. Zaim. Henry. Morgan. To Zaim. This has to be 2-1. Morgan. Oh, diving header there. Where's it? Still nothing. And that's cleared among all the chaos. Banton cleans up and KFA. All the attacking threat, all the attacking momentum coming from KFA early in this second half. Same to how they started the first half, I must say. Banton to Lyle. Keeps it.
Running no man.
Lyle almost teasing his defender there to make a tackle and wins his team a corner kick. Jamon Lyle stands over the free kick, the corner kick. Lewis. Back to Lyle. Not the best corner routine. But they will keep this one in possession. Morgan. Still Morgan. Zaim. Lyle. Plays it to Tristan. Tristan to Banton. Banton tries to thread the needle there for Zaim. Lewis. To Banton. Back to Lewis. Tristan. Campbell. Beautiful ball there for Zaim. He keeps it. Lyle. To Tristan. Morgan. To Jaim. Henry. Now it breaks. Daniel Thomas. Joseph Morgan now sprints forward on this counter attack. What a pass! And this should be 2-1. It is, but the lineman raises his flag for offside. That's the threat that Ballaz Academy posed to this KFA team. The counter-attack. KFA loves to keep the ball for long possession, have all their players in the attacking third. But if they should lose it high up, that's the threat that this Ballaz Academy team pose. With Daniel Thomas coming forward once more with the ball. Daniel Thomas and Joseph Morgan, they'll do the danger on the counter-attack. Morgan. Bryce. The referee calls for a free kick for a hold. Henry beat his man easily. If he wants a shirt, I don't think they will. He tries to reverse it and it wasn't aware there. He had the goal at his mercy. But couldn't convert. Brilliant tackle there by Joseph Morgan. Morgan out to Stewart, not to Hussey. Thomas. Morgan. To Abram. As Campbell has company and loses out, now Banton. Banton to Morgan. Henry. Banton.
Game, hey boy, come off and play field.
Lyle. Henry Fine Lewis. This has to be 2-1. And I don't think that went in. No, it didn't. How did that not go in? The goal was had his mercy, and he couldn't convert from just under the crossbar. KFA will rue these missed opportunities, surely. They should be 3-1 up. Partner. Very good tackle there by Bryce to keep that door shut on Fartner as he was bearing down on goal. The latest corner. Morgan at the back post but couldn't get on the end of that one. Jamon Lyle now comes across for this latest set piece. Beautiful shape corner in. Zaim will keep possession. Ooh, heavy challenge there. And Lewis, who initially seemed to be in some pain, hit the deck but sprung to his feet at the sound of the referee's whistle. And this will be a free kick to KFA. They should be a couple goals up by now. Surely that's sort of weighing their minds. Morgan and Banton stands over the latest free kick for KFA. No, it's just Banton. Has to wait on the referee's whistle to take this free kick. And still they wait. I think Ballaz were trying to make a substitution, but they'll change their mind. Banton. And that's over the crossbar and won't trouble the keeper. Too much air under that one. We can see just in the background the Harborview team warming up. They will play Mount Pleasant Academy in a final match of today's KFC Elite Under 17 League competition. Ballaz seems to have made two changes. Ho Young seems to have entered the pitch. That's number 13. Banton. Lyle. Still Lyle. Beautifully done by Lyle. Beautiful ball through. Oh, the second touch. That second touch let him down. That was smooth criminal football there from KFA, orchestrated by the number 10, Jamon Lyle himself. Beautiful one touch, one flick football movements. Banton does well, still does well to keep that away. Again, beautiful touches between Banton and Morgan there, and they win their team. A throw-in, Zaim. We have a couple changes for KFA. Number 9, Tyler Faulkner comes off. He gives way to number 12, McLean, Juninia McLean. Jamon Lyle now on the ball. Lyle to Tristan. Tristan plays it to Morgan. Campbell loses out, and here comes Joseph. Missed by Morgan, but not by Tyler. Bryce couldn't keep it. Gets it back from Abram now. Still Bryce. Cleared by Tristan. And Lewis has Joseph over there and Bryce as company, and wins a throw-in for his team.
probably just focus on senior team. Just got them.
Morgan.
And then they probably would have a U20 and also.
Lewis. Plays in white. Jamoon Lewis
Boy,
takes it around
oh,
two.
them feel, me tell you already.
Still Lewis. Got tackled from behind there, and a player is down on the pitch.
Ready?
A player seems to have fallen down for the Ballaz Academy, and medics have rushed to offer some assistance there.
Yo, right, that. MG Sports Circle. The juvenile amad. I can't sit in there. One next to the
Commentator. Now that be great time, you must give him feedback about the first game. Actually, no? See, when make you want to say a youngsters know it's never nice to see that and the field of play. Ray and Tay, A, B, C, you know? The commentator,
Good and no man, guys.
Bryce, the player down for Ballaz Academy. It's never a good sight to see a player down on the pitch at any stage in the game, no matter who you support. So we can just hope that he will be okay. Football aside, the medical staff taking extensive care of the player. A very humid day out at the Mount Pleasant Football Academy field today. Scores still remain 1-1 as we break for the player to receive medical attention. As you can see, is teammates and coaching staff all surrounding the player, administering medical aid. Again, we have a breaking play for the Ballaz Academy captain, Bryce Fletcher, who collapsed on the pitch due to some medical condition. He is currently being looked at by the medical staff and the ambulance unit that is on site. I can just see, and you can see the footage now, that he is up as he's being carried off the pitch as the players all applaud. Our thoughts are with Bryce at this moment as he is sat at the Ballaz Academy bench for some more treatment now. He won't be able to continue, so the team will be forced into a substitution, I presume. Never a good sign to see a player go down in that manner. No contact off the ball. But I'm glad to see that he was able to be carried off the pitch as Ballaz Academy continue momentarily with 10 men. And we now have resumed play as KFA will not keep this ball in possession, and now we can make the substitution for Bryce. Ball is now back to a full complement of 11v11. Lewis had that ball taken from under his feet from behind there, a sure foul. The third match of today's KFC Elite Under-17 League will be Mount Pleasant versus Harborview, a feisty encounter. Lyle to Banton. McLean lost his bearings there. Couldn't trouble the keeper with that effort. You won't want to miss the third match of today's schedule. Mount Pleasant versus Harborview here on MG Sports. Tristan out to Zaim. Looks for McLean. Couldn't get it to him. Hussey. Ooh. Banton takes the pass.
Watch out, watch out.
Henry. Henry battles, gets it through to Morgan. Morgan and the linesman signals for half time according to the whistle, but the linesman here raises his flag for half offside, so a bit confused, but I suspect it's offside, not half time, as the referee's whistle said.
Oh, high boot.
The ref will play on. Morgan. Now at Banton. Surveys his option, plays it to Henry. Henry to Lewis. Loses out to Young. Wins it back from Young. Still Lewis. Still Lyle, sorry. McLean into the box to Morgan. Shots, and that's a goal!
Handball.
The referee, though, has called for a handled ball.
Referee have a work on whistle blowing.
Cameraman, you're watching it, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't be a mayor, only comment, you see me? I didn't be a only comment, you see me?
But on the first and second. Second and sixth.
McLean almost took that one well. Young loses out. Here comes McLean, takes the pass one, takes the pass two, gives it to Lyle. Lyle rides the challenge beautifully. Finds it to Lewis. Henry. Oh, the shot is just over the bar. They couldn't find the decisive finish. Lewis to Henry. Lyle. Banton couldn't get that one on to his teammate, but Morgan will keep possession with KFA. Oh no, the referee has signaled for a throw-in to Ballaz. And that's indeed a foul throw, and the referee has spotted. Henry. As McLean tries a ambitious pass or shot. Neither comes off, but they win a throw-in. Zaim to take. McLean takes it around Hussey and is fouled. Banton. And just shy of the 88-minute mark in this game, still 1-1. Both goals coming in the first half of play. Number 4, Sail Samuels, and number 11, Robinho Morgan from KFA to level it after Samuels opened the scoring from a corner. Morgan scored from a beautifully played through pass by Nikolai Banton in the first half. Thomas plays it in, dealt it initially by KFA, and at the second time of asking. And that's 2 fouls now, and the referee has called one of them, and ball stays with KFA. Young loses out to Saim. Lyle couldn't keep that one on target, and he scampers away for a goal kick. A couple change for KFA. Number 7 Lewis makes way for the number 14 Miles. There's a foul there by the substitute Miles, and the referee awards a free kick to Ballaz Academy. Young. Zaim. Daniel Thomas stands over the latest Ballaz Academy set piece. 9 minutes of regular time remains, plus I would assume a lengthy amount of stoppage time due to the medical issue that Bryce had. Another player is down, seemed to be a head collision for Ballaz Academy, and the referees a stop play for the player to get some attention there.
Wagwan.
Yes, some now? You know,
Back.
Team to Banton. Cleans up well. Still Banton. That's a beautiful ball to Lyle. He bears down on goal. Has the number 14 in support, and none of them gets a touch on it. None of them got a touch on that ball. That was inch perfect. That was a inch perfect delivery from Lyle.
MJ catch. MJ.
Huh? Yeah, okay, so
KFA should have had the lead in this match, surely. A throw in here for KFA. And we have a goal. 85th minute goal scored by the substitute Miles to just get it over the line. Morgan was there, but in the end, I think it was Miles who got the telling touch, the substitute, to give KFA a 2-1 lead. And the goalkeeper seems to be down injured in the run of play. Initially he spilled it. That presented the opportunity to the substitute, Miles Hanna. KFA 2, Ballaz Football Academy 1. And we have restart here at the Mount Pleasant Football Academy fee between KFA and Ballaz Academy. KFA with a late goal through substitute Miles Hanna to give KFA a 2-1 lead so far. And this ball is now on the attack. Intercepted there. Lyle. McLean. Tries a curling shot, but way off target and won't trouble the keeper there. Three minutes of normal time remaining, plus whatever stoppage time the referee will add because of the medical issue. To Bryce. Banton. Still Banton. Is fouled and wins KFA another set piece. That almost crept in there at the far post. Just needed a touch from the striker, and that could have been, probably should have been 3-1. The striker just wasn't aware there. And KFA has had the opportunities to put this game beyond all doubt, but it still remains 2-1 and in the reach of Ballaz. Feisty between Young and Zaim. Still Young. Lyle. He bears down. Beautiful ball. One time finish. That's a good save from the keeper. Bubbled up on him, but he still managed to get something on it to keep it out of the net. And the keeper again is on the deck. I hope he's okay. And the referee has signaled for some medical attention for the goalkeeper now. The keeper is now up on his feet, and immediately he will be called into action to repel this free kick, this corner kick, sorry, by KFA. And Jamon Lyles in the corner section here gets it to McLean, still McLean, drives into the box, still McLean, and that should have been it. Instead, no additional time to this one. The referee blows it. The final score 2-1 in favor of KFA. And now we have the third and final match of today's Elite Under-17 competition, Mount Pleasant versus Harborview. Tune in here on MG Sports. See you soon. For the next game, Harborview versus Mount Pleasant.